How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. Please give this video a thumbs up if you guys really enjoy it. Subscribe if you guys have not already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all, hit that bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos or streams here on my channel. Also, if you guys would head over to Twitch, follow me there at Douglas447. I stream there at least once a week, whether it be for Call of Duty Battlefield, Halo, Destiny 2, or anything else I decide to stream over there, or anything else you guys suggest for me to stream. And as always, guys, we're going to be talking about positives and negatives, talking about one of the brand new movies here in 2021, Old. And this is the new M. Night Shyamalan movie. So if you guys don't know who M. Night Shyamalan is, he is responsible for some of the best movies that we've gotten and some of the worst movies that we have gotten over the past 20, 30 years, including Avatar: The Last Airbender, live action movie, Signs, Unbreakable, Split, Glass, and a bunch of other awesome, fantastic movies. And this is one of the most highly anticipated horror, thriller, mystery movies of 2021 that I wanted to see. Ever since the trailer came out a few months ago, I was really excited, and I feel like this is a hidden gem of a movie. I feel like this movie didn't get a lot of advertising and not enough marketing push for people to go see this movie. And immediately when I saw the trailer, I was like, this looks interesting. People are trapped on a beach, and every 30 minutes equals 1 year of their life, so people are slowly dying of, basically old age. So I know I'm going to say old in this movie a lot. It's just the name of the movie. I'm not trying to make puns or jokes, so getting that out of the way. First of all, I highly encourage you guys, go check this movie out. It's good. It's not great, it's not amazing, it's not fantastic, it's not fabulous, but it's good. And I'm going to be making sure I get the Blu-ray version of this movie when it comes out in a couple months for sure, because I really enjoyed it. This is a great movie, and it's mostly original. There are some elements in the movie that are borrowed from other things that we've already seen, but the fact that this is about a beach and these test subjects are sent to the beach without them knowing that this beach is going to trap them there and they can't escape, and that they're test subjects being used to cure diseases, was a fantastic concept. All of the questions that you have in this movie while you're watching, they do get answers. And what I thought was also extremely interesting is that the small stuff, the things that you don't think are really going to have a great impact on the film later on, actually do. There's a scene in particular where one of the child characters in the movie is going around asking everybody at this resort, what's your name and what do you do? Well, one of the characters replies back, it's like, my name is da 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 da, and I'm a cop. And I'm like, I think that's somehow going to play an important role at the end of the movie. Well, it does. And I don't want to spoil too much of what actually happens in the film, except for the fact that, they're being used as test subjects to cure diseases. But characters that you don't think are going to have a great impact at the end of the film actually have a great impact. And it was cool that things at the beginning of the movie impacts the film's conclusion. Of course, M. Night Shyamalan is basically the new Stan Lee. He's got a cameo in this movie, and he's actually the van driver that takes all of the test subjects to the beach, and he's part of the evil organization that is doing these tests on these people that are trapped on the beach. There's several creepy and unsettling moments. If you've ever seen something where a group of people are isolated, like The Thing or Alien, the isolation elements in this film is executed greatly. The movie is just overall entertaining, and when you're watching the movie, you feel like you want to know how it's going to end. It does have a satisfying conclusion. There's no sequel required, nor needed. The film has a nice bow put on it, and the movie just ends. And it kind of does have somewhat of a cliffhanger, I guess, that some people are reading into. Me, I'm like, it's a good self-contained story. We don't need a franchise out of this. It's a good one-and-done film, kind of like Signs, and we don't need more. Like I said, the concept of being trapped on the beach and dying of old age because of the minerals in the beach was just executed fantastic. I really loved the concept. And I highly encourage you guys to check this movie out at least once. This film won't be for everybody. Um, Negative wise, the pacing can be off for some people. There's a couple of moments where, when I was watching it in the theater, the beach horror vibes and the mystery kind of felt absent. Like there were certain points where I'm like, I was about to fall asleep. So I'll acknowledge that. But it does eventually pick back up and get back on its feet of what it's supposed to be doing. There's several moments of cheesy dialogue. The movie has numerous moments of exposition dumps to constantly explain things. And when people are explaining things, I'm like, okay, how do you know this stuff? So there's some weird like plot convenience and plot devices and plot holes in this movie. And it's just to make it where the runtime's not like 3 hours long, I guess. But it's like, how do you know all these things when you have never been here before? There's also one scene in particular that kind of irritated my soul, and it's towards the end of the movie. There's a scene where the two remaining characters, they have made a decision as to whether or not they should stay on the beach and die of old age or try to swim out the beach, go around, and try to escape. Well, instead of following the clue of escaping and dying of, the evil aging beach, they decided to make a sandcastle. They literally decided to make a sandcastle. And I understand that this movie is based on a book literally called Sandcastle, and so I guess they have to do that to acknowledge it, but it would have made more sense if the scene wasn't forced to happen towards the end of the movie at a critical moment where they're like, okay, we have a clue as to how to escape this beach. Why in the world did they not make it where the scene where they're making the sandcastle happens at the beginning of the film when they arrive on the evil beach? That would have made a lot more sense. And they make a joke of like, while they're making the sandcastle at the end of the film, they're 40, but they have the mind of like a 6-year-old. It just felt forced, and it doesn't feel natural. It didn't help the flow of the plot. It makes the movie come to a screeching halt. And I'm like, okay, I thought they were trying to escape the beach. Now all of a sudden they're making a sandcastle? I'm like, what happened to them trying to leave this beach? What happened to them trying to leave this beach that's really aging them to death? Like, why in the world would you think about making a sandcastle at this certain moment? Like, literally, I wanted to scream in the theater, what the heck is going on? Like, why are you doing this at this current moment when you're about to die in 12 hours? I'm like, really? Really? So, Old, it definitely is a must-watch film. It is going to be awesome for you. It is rated PG-13. There is some adult stuff. There is a brief nudity scene. You don't see anything. It's all in your head. So do keep that in mind. But I had a blast watching this film. And yeah, it's definitely a must-watch at least once. Like I said, this won't be for everybody. You may or may not like it. And because of that, let me know in the comment section down below, guys. Did you guys have a chance to see this movie yet? Did you guys like it, hate it? Do you guys agree or disagree with what I've said in this review? And as always, I'll see you guys all in the next video. And I'm going to give this movie, Old, from 2021, a 6 out of 10. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Bye, guys.